What we're going to do now is we're going to run through a tack in land drill, alright, or going about, and what that is we get the boat to turn through the wind, through the no-go zone, and back out on the other side onto a beam reach. So we're going this way on a beam reach, the wind is coming from here, we come up through the no-go zone, out of the no-go zone, and onto a beam reach in the other direction. Alright, so that's what a going about is. What I'm going to do now is I'll run through one at normal speed, and the whole idea is to make sure that I'm all set up for centre main sheet, to get my feet right, to get my hands right, and to make sure that I'm okay on passing it over to the students. After that, I shall break it all down into little digestible chunks. Okay, so this is wind. Not much said this time. All we do is we just point out a few little bits. So the wind is coming from over my back here, straight onto the side of the boat. Beam reach this direction. Ready about.
Ready.
Lee-ho. Back into my normal sailing position. So that's basically what we do. This time what I'll do is I'll break it down. So we're okay for tacking from this side to that side as well. So first thing that I need to do is I need to have a good look around me in the area in which I'm going to turn into, and that area is over here to make sure that I'm not going to bump into anything. I also have a look over my back shoulder to make sure there's nothing coming up quickly that I'm going to get in the way of, and look directly behind the boat to make sure that I know when to straighten up my tiller when I've turned round. Okay, so we've done those checks. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to think hands. Oh, don't need to do anything at the moment. Feet. Back foot gets ready to go across the boat. Sheet, make sure that I'm not going to trip over it on the way across the boat. Another quick look, everything's still okay. Then what I do is I say to my crew member, ready about. And the crew member checks the centreboard is in its down position or halfway, checks the jib sheets are out of the jammers, looks around, gets ready to balance the boat up, and then replies, ready or yes. I then, another quick look, everything's still okay, and I go lee-ho, I push the tiller away from me. Alright, nice and firmly. Alright, tiller up high. Just help the main sheet out of my face as I come across. Keep as low as possible. Swivel round, sit on the new side of the boat, keeping the tiller towards me until my new point comes in front of me that I picked out earlier on. Once I see that point in front of me, I straighten up the tiller and then balance the boat up. In the meantime, the crew members have come across and they're all happy. My last thing is to change hands. No rush to change hands. I can steer the boat quite happily like this. No rush to change hands. I place the main sheet hand onto the tiller extension with my palm facing backwards, right up to the end of the tiller extension. Alright, if I can get my thumb on the end, even better. Release with my original hand, bring it round, hold on to the main sheet, release with my tiller hand, separate. Then by leaning forwards and facing forwards very slightly, I can just bring the tiller extension up underneath my arm, and hey presto, as I'm sailing off on a beam reach on the other tack.